was shutting off and on. So we spoke with the technician. He requested that we should change the LP regulator, which I did. Replaced it. It's still doing the same thing. I bypassed the coach. I hooked up an external propane tank to it, including 12-volt power directly to the unit, and tested it, and it was still doing the exact same thing. I removed the unit from the RV this morning. A customer was there when I did that, and bench tested it, and the unit is functioning.
And then you talk to Colin, because we've put these, I mean, we've been using Trumas, how you say it, for about a year.
I did speak with Collins and pretty much came to the same conclusion that me and the customer came into, that it had to be a water issue.
Yes, I was there for 3 hours watching everything, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing else you can check. I mean, it's got to be water pressure from in the unit or something. So.
Well, I know there has to be a certain amount of pressure that builds up. Did you happen to pull that manual at all? Do you have the manual from Truma? Because I think it's written in there as far as how many PSIs have to be present.
It can run as low as 0.4 gallons per minute up to 2.5 gallons per minute. And I did that this morning as well. I checked the pressure on a 5-gallon bucket. I went ahead and divided that by 5 gallons, and then did timetables by 60 seconds on that, and it came out to 1.5 gallons per minute.
Well, that doesn't sound bad, does it?
No. So my next thing is to check the pressure at the hook connections where the actual water is going into the Truma.
Okay. And how much time are you asking for that?
Well, I did remove it again, so I did have to pull the unit out after I tested it yesterday and today. Customer, like you said, he's been there since this morning. They're with me, and so 3 hours of work so far into it.
You want 3 more hours on top of this.
But how do you figure how many hours it takes when you're diagnosing? That's hard to.
Truma gave us a list. Right.
Yeah, but if it's everything's been gone through and determined that the Truma works when it's out of the coach and on its own with separate power from the coach, separate propane, and it works. I mean, I burned my hand this morning. I mean, it was hot. But as soon as you put it in the coach, it does not work. So that's telling me something's wrong with the coach pressure in the water. So it's like, how do you? I mean, he's got to search around and try to see if is there a pinch line? Is there a valve that's bad, or who knows? I mean, how do you determine that?
Yes, and Truma will not cover any more time because it's not a Truma problem. It's a manufacturer issue with the plumbing in the RV side. So I know in the past, when I used to work flat rate technician, I know in the past when I worked in RVs, especially with electrical components, you got your flat rate code, but once it gets involved like this, where it's not a fuse or anything like that, and right, it usually goes time for time. So I'm not sure how you guys do your warranty on that part of it, but I know like with Fleetwood and Monaco and all that, that's how it's always been.
So what you're saying is that there's a pressure issue with our water system?
That's the only thing right now that makes sense. According to your technician as well, he came out with the same conclusion that there's got to be some kind of water pressure going on, even though I did a pressure test this morning at the outside shower, and I was getting that 1.5 gallon per minute output from pressure. So I did speak with your technician and explained to him my next thing to do is to check it to maybe the valves that are connected to the back of the Truma might be defective. I'm not sure if they're getting clogged at that point. So I would have to go, get something and plug one line up and then put the pressure, get a hose and hook it up to the other side and then run pressure out and see what kind of pressure I'm getting out from the hot water side.